possible TV reboots, and DC crossovers. This is your TV news for the week of February 8th of 2016, and you're watching it on Geeks Under Grace. Our top news story today is going to be talking about possible 2 TV reboots. The first one is my favorite 80s TV show, Macgyver. For those who do not know who Macgyver is, it's a TV show that stars Richard Dean Anderson, and he's also famously known for Colonel Jack O'Neill in Star Trek SG-1. But in the show Macgyver, he stars as a character as, of course, Macgyver, and he had the ability to take any household item and turn it into a means to escape or solve a problem that he was stuck in. It lasted about 7 seasons. It was a really great show. I just remember the very first episode where he was hired by a foundation to help with people around the world, and his first mission was to help crawl his way through a missile silo that's had a explosion happen into it, and there's radiation leaking in certain areas, and he has to help people get out of it. But the show was a really great show, and I really enjoyed it, and hearing that it's going to be brought back kind of brings concerns and joy to me, because a lot of remakes that were brought back from the 80s, such as Knight Rider, not good. Knight Rider is not good, and I would hate to see that happen to Macgyver. What brings a little joy and hope for me is the original executive producer who made Macgyver back in the 80s when he was working for ABC is now working for CBS, and he's the one who negotiated the rights to bring it to CBS and ordered the pilot. Also, they're bringing in a director named Justin Lin who directed the first episode of Scorpion. And for those who don't know who Scorpion is, it's kind of like Macgyver in a way, except instead of one person, it's a group of people who are genius misfits who have to work together to help solve a problem or a crisis. It's a really good show. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you guys also watching that one too. And so I'm hoping with him and the director, he will hopefully just keep true to the story. They are already given the same kind of plot. It's the same character, the same young man, with the ability to turn any household item into what he needs to help solve problems, and he's been recruited into the same foundation, so they're keeping with the same storyline. I just hope they don't try to do what they did with Knight Rider, going, oh, he's kind of like Michael Knight, but he's kind of a distant relative, and the car can do things that it shouldn't do. Sorry, I just didn't enjoy Knight Rider. Just gonna say that right now. Our next TV reboot is actually a movie/book that is now being turned into a TV show. It is Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events. I don't know if you guys seen the original movie with Jim Carrey, but it was okay. A lot of people didn't like it because they didn't like how they shoved a bunch of books into one movie. I never read the books. I've only read a few little experts here and there to kind of get to know what the book was about before seeing the movie, and what I've read and what I've heard from other fans of Lemony Snicket. They enjoyed it, and they encouraged me to read the books because the movie was not any justice to it. Now hearing that they're going to make a reboot that's going to go on Netflix, I find that kind of interesting because I kind of enjoyed the movie, but I'd like to see what they're going to do with the show and see how close they're going to stick with the books. I'm happy to say they've already casted Count Olaf, and I'm happy who they chose because I liked him in other shows such as How You Met Your Mother and, you know, Dr. Horrible's Seal on Blog. And if you haven't guessed it, it's Neil Patrick Harris. I really like Neil Patrick Harris as an actor. He's really talented, and I can't wait to see what he does with Count Olaf. I like to see what he does for that character. I want to see how close he sticks to the source material of that character and see if he can actually do any better than Jim Carrey. They've already cast the two of the 3 kids. The brother's going to be a newcomer, and Violet is played by the actress who plays the younger version of April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know her very well as an actress. She's kind of new, to be honest, and it looks like that Netflix is kind of taking a risk by bringing some newcomers and also a familiar actor. I'd like to see how they do the show. and that's kind of cool. Our next news story involves our DC comic fans getting their wish granted, and that is a Supergirl and Flash crossover. That's right, CBS and DC and CW have worked it out that we can get our Supergirl and Flash crossover. That's all they've kind of released so far. They haven't announced any plot or dates yet of when it's going to happen, but it kind of leaves open for kind of a lot of theorizing or guesswork. I don't know if Supergirl and Flash are in the same universe, or if Supergirl is in another alternate universe that the Flash is going to run into. It'd be kind of cool if that was it, because I didn't really like Supergirl, to be honest. The first 2 episodes I thought were cheesy and just poorly written, and I just never wanted to go touch it again or watch it again. As far as Flash, I enjoy the show. There's a lot more melodrama, teenage love triangle stuff in there that I kind of didn't enjoy, but I still love the stories themselves, and I will continue watching that show along with Arrow and anything that CW has made so far involving superheroes. That's all I have for the week of February 8th, 2016. But before I let you guys, here's a quick question you guys can answer in the comments below. I'm thinking about starting a quick little news segment at the end of my show called News in Briefs, or Lightning News. And the reason is there's a lot of news stories I find on the internet while I'm researching for this video, and some are either got little information that I can't really talk about, or I just don't have time to talk about it. What I want to do is give you kind of a quick blurb of a couple of stories that I found, and one of those is Netflix in talks of doing a Punisher show. That would be cool. And then go on, Gilmore Girls is returning to Netflix. And then continue on. You know, it's just, there's a lot of TV shows, a lot of things going on that are constantly happening in this week or last week. And I found a lot of news stories I wanted to talk about, but I didn't have time to talk about. So if you guys want a segment like that, please comment below. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. If you want to hear more geeky news, hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye-bye. God bless.